Imagine you have a small business or you have a startup and you're looking for an online bookkeeping service because you have no expertise in bookkeeping or accounting. So you're looking for something very simple. You want to outsource it to a third party. This is the video for you. So here's a review I really want you to pay attention to. Number 10, we have Pilot. Our score, 7 over 10. So Pilot is great for startups. And we love the fact that Pilot is very transparent when it comes to prices. They'll charge you around $300 to $500 per month. But they'll look at your revenue, they'll look at your sector. So we love the fact that Pilot is trying to work with you. They will actually adjust their pricing based on your fundamentals, your company's fundamentals, okay? And so if you are a startup, Pilot is a great bookkeeping solution. That's because it offers a pre-revenue discount of $200 per month. And otherwise, plans start at around $300 to $500 a month. And each plan comes with a finance expert, automated transaction imports, P&L, so profit and loss, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. And you'll also get burn rate calculations, which is helpful for startups that need to closely track their spending. Okay, so Pilot is great. So here are the pros and cons of Pilot. Pros: pre-revenue discount of $200 per month. We love the fact that you have burn rate calculations, and here you have a finance expert, which with each plan. What about the cons here? Custom reporting is not a standard feature, and inventory tracking costs extra. Here is a pricing for Pilot as of the date of this show. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here to have this quick convo with you about the top 10 best online bookkeeping services. Number 9, we have Decimal. Our score, 7.5 over 10. And in our view, Decimal is great for on-demand reports. So let's say you want to have a trial balance, you want to have a balance sheet, you want to have an on-demand cash flow statement. So Decimal will really help you. Okay, we love the fact that their starting price is around $395 to $425 per month, plus onboarding fees, of course, and they do invoicing as well. They will take care of payroll for you for a fee. So overall, when you think about Decimal, think about a bookkeeping service that offers automatic transaction categorization, bank reconciliation, and bookkeeping journal entries. So we love that a lot. We love the flexibility. We love the operational efficiency that Decimal brings to your business. And you also get on-demand reports, so you can also see how your business is doing at any time. You know, it's the Decimal's monthly price starts at around $395. So hey, listen, it is really worth it. So here are the pros and cons of Decimal. Pros: it includes a receipt storage, offers mileage tracking, and you have transparent pricing. What about the cons? Not as intuitive as some of the competition. Onboarding costs extra. Here is a pricing as of the date of this show. Number 8, we have Bookkeeper.com. Our score, 7.8 over 10. So when you think about Bookkeeper.com, think about a service that's great for unlimited support, okay? And here they offer payroll. Of course, they will actually do invoicing for you for a fee, not a problem. So when you have a small business plus plan or higher, you'll get unlimited online support. And with Bookkeeper.com's base plan, support is kind of limited though. So all plans, the good thing is all plans come with onboarding, a dedicated bookkeeper, an account manager, reconciliation and month-end, balance sheet, P&L, statement or cash flows, and a portal with document storage. So higher tiered plans unlock more transactions and a more frequent service level. So this is kind of cool. And Bookkeeper.com is best for businesses that want unlimited support from their bookkeeping service. Here are the pros and cons here. Pros: you have a dedicated bookkeeper and account manager. You have transparent pricing with plans starting at around $399 per month. And they actually offer a la carte options to make it a full service bookkeeping and accounting solution. What about the cons here? There's no bill pay with small business plan, and you have onboarding can really take a while. Here is a pricing for Bookkeeper.com as of the date of this show. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about the top 10 best online bookkeeping services. And number 7, we have Finance Pal. Our score, 8 over 10. So Finance Pal is great for small businesses overall, okay? We love the fact that they actually will they provide an all-in-one bookkeeping solution that includes features such as transaction reconciliation, we have bill pay, business projections, guidance, catch-up bookkeeping, financial statements, and tax filing. It's also, in our view, very ideal for brand new businesses because Finance Pal can help with entity formation. So if you have fallen behind, the good thing is that Find a Spell will help you get caught up, okay? So it's great for, this service is great for small businesses that need bookkeeping assistance, including catch-up bookkeeping, entity formation, and tax filing. What about the pros and cons here? Let's have a quick conversation about that. The pros: you have a dedicated US-based team, customizable services, great for e-commerce companies, and then the service is also available via mobile app. So this is really good. What about the cons here? A la carte services add up, and you have the pricing is not really transparent. Here is a pricing. Now you have to get a custom quote if you wanna know more about Find a Spell. Number 6, we have Bookkeeper 360. Our score, 8.5 over 10. So when you think about Bookkeeper 360, what we love about this service is that you can actually you can get billed for bookkeeping services by the hour. So you see the whole name 360. So you basically, let's say you just want bookkeeping services for 4 hours in the month. They'll charge you for 4 hours, okay? So because some companies don't need like a full-time bookkeeping services, they just want to have like a sporadic bookkeeping services. So Bookkeepers 360 will take care of you, okay? And the good thing is that this service integrates with third-party tools such as Bill, Gusto. You have Stripe, you have Shopify, Xero, Brex, Square, DV, and ADP. And so these integrations make it easy to track your bookkeeping and accounting data in one place. And Bookkeeper 360 also offers a full service bookkeeping, meaning that its team will do the bookkeeping for you. If you only need, let's say if you need sporadic help, if you will, pay as you go for $125 per hour. Otherwise, monthly pricing starts at around $3.99 and weekly pricing starts at around $5.49 per month. Okay, those are things you have to think about. And Bookkeeper 360, in our view, is great for businesses that occasionally need bookkeeping services, as well as those that want integrations with third-party tools. Here are the pros and cons here. Pros: they offer a pay-as-you-go hourly option. You have weekly and monthly plans available. Integrates with tons of leading providers. It has an app and provides a la carte options for more extensive CFO and advisory services. What about the cons? It doesn't work with FreshBooks, and your price may be higher than what's advertised based on business needs. Here is a pricing for Bookkeeper 360 as of the date of this show. Number 5, we have Zendu. Our score, 8.8 over 10. Zendu, in our view, is great for bank reconciliation and tax reporting. Okay, and so what we love here is that Zendu actually makes a great job. I mean, they do a great job at connected to your bank account and importing your business expenses and income automatically. So then what it does is, the service does is it really reconciles your transactions so that you can see where your money is going. Okay, so in terms of cash inflows and cash outflows, this is really cool. And Zendu also offers invoicing, quotes, P&L statements, and integrations. So this is great. What about the pros and cons here? Pros: great customer service, unlimited user accounts. What about the cons here? Payment processing fees are steep for the free plan, not as robust as some of its competition, and it is expensive. So here are the pricing for Zendu as of the date of this show. Number 4, we have a 1-800-Accountant. Our score, 9 over 10. In our view, 1-800-Accountant is really great for a full-service bookkeeping, full service, okay? And they offer a payroll, they do invoicing, not a problem. So 1-800-Accountant is really a great choice for full-service bookkeeping because it offers a wide range of bookkeeping services, including standard bookkeeping, cleanup bookkeeping, advisory services, financial reporting, entity formation, and tax and payroll services. And its bookkeeping service comes with enterprise plan, which costs around $3.99 per month when billed annually. Okay, it has to be billed annually, and when you pay that, you are basically getting a dedicated accountant, year-round tax advice, tax prep, bookkeeping, and financial reports. Okay, this is kind of cool. And so if you want, let's say if you are a small business or a mid-sized business or a startup for that matter that wants full service bookkeeping, including advisory services, financial reporting, and tax and payroll services, 1-800-Accountant is really the place you want to really think about. Okay, what about the pros? You have a dedicated accountant. They can provide tax advice year-round, and you have automation that saves you time. What about the cons here? Now, some users complain about billing issues, and you have some service quality. So the service quality can actually vary, okay? And here is a pricing for 1-800-Accountant as of the date of this show. But I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about the 10 best online bookkeeping services. Number 3, we have here Ignite Spot Accounting. Our score, 9.2 over 10. So Ignite is great for hiring certified bookkeepers, okay? And they offer payroll, they offer invoicing, not a problem. So when you work with Ignite Spot Accounting, you get bookkeepers certified in a variety of popular programs such as QuickBooks and T-Sheets. And if you choose its Chief Financial Officer services, your CFO will be a certified public accountant at a minimum. And it features, and what we love is that they have features such as automation of tasks, gusto payroll processing, balance sheet production, income statement, accuracy checks, and transaction databases. And so what about the pros and cons here? Pros, you have an alternative, really an affordable alternative to hiring an in-house bookkeeper, no contract required, flexible payment options, and Ignite can really record invoices, bills, expenses, and deposits. What about the cons here? Its minimum fee is $1,750 per month, okay, $1,750, and you have limited support hours. So here is a pricing for Ignite. As of the date of this show, you need to actually like your quote will be based on your company's fundamentals. Number 2, we have Bookkeeper. Our score, 9.6 over 10. So when you think about Bookkeeper, I want you to think about a service that's great for accounting firms. Okay, so they offer payroll, they have invoicing. So Bookkeeper, in our view, is our top pick for bookkeeping services for accounting firms because it's built specifically for accounting firms. It automates bookkeeping tasks so that your staff can focus on providing value to your clients. And features include white glove support, a resource library, workflow tools, and omni-channel communication. And for prices, you need to complete a lead form about your business to receive a custom quote, okay? And so again, if you are an accounting firm and you listen to us right now, you want to automate your bookkeeping task, you might want to think about not Bookkeeper though, Botkeeper. And so here are the pros and cons here. The pros, unlimited email and phone support. They offer white glove service and they automate your manual entry tasks. What about the cons when we talk about Botkeeper? The pricing is not really transparent and it can be expensive. So here is the pricing as of the date of this show. Number 1, the best of the best in our view, QuickBooks Live. Our score, 9.8 over 10. So if you are thinking about the best program, the best service out there for cleanup bookkeeping, QuickBooks Live is the one that you want to think about. The starting price, $200 per month plus custom price cleanup fee for the first month, and they'll do payroll for a fee. And they do actually include invoicing in their services, okay? So QuickBooks Live, in our view, is a great online bookkeeping service because it offers cleanup bookkeeping services that vary based on your company's needs for your first month, okay? And so this is kind of cool. And this service is ideal for business owners who want to get their bookkeeping in order, but don't have the time or resources to do it themselves. So here are the pros and cons of this service. Pros, they will update your profit and loss and balance sheets. They offer full service bookkeeping, and you also have an accuracy guarantee that is included in the service. What about the cons? It is expensive. It can be expensive. Okay, it doesn't include tax filing services. You need to book this separately. And here is the pricing for QuickBooks Live as of the date of this show. Let's have a general conversation. So here's an overview I really want you to pay attention to. So when we think about online bookkeeping services, it's very important to understand that you want to choose the best online bookkeeping service for your business because you have a lot of services out there. You have a lot of priorities. You have a lot of, when it comes to operational capability, when it comes to operational efficiency, when it comes to what we call operational compatibility, there are a lot of services out there. And you have to ask yourself, what are your priorities? What are your goals? So are you looking for catch-up bookkeeping? Are you looking for cleanup bookkeeping? Are you looking for basic bookkeeping services. So you do have a constellation of priorities. You do have a constellation of goals here. So it's really important to clarify things from the get-go. So when you think about choosing an online bookkeeping service, think about pricing, okay? How much can you afford to spend on bookkeeping services? Think about the features. What features do you need? What are the features that are quite essential for your business? What are the features that you will need now in the short term and you will need in the future? And what are the features you will need on a permanent basis? So you want to have a clear idea about those things, okay? You also want to crystallize your intentions when it comes to support. How much support do you need from your bookkeeping service? And do you have a in-house personnel? If you do have personnel, will those personnel also deal with will they interact with the bookkeeping service? You know, who is the main point of contact? Is it one person? Is it an entire team? Think about that, okay? What about ease of use? How easy is the bookkeeping service to use? Okay. What about the service level? And it's really important to understand that when we talk about service level, we're speaking about the frequency of your bookkeeping needs. How often do you need bookkeeping services? And what about integrations? Okay, what integrations does the bookkeeping service offer, and what integrations do you need? Because see, when we talk about integrations, we are talking about your current tech stack, and you want to look at your current tech stack, and you want to basically make sure whatever service you integrate whatever service you onboard can integrate very well with your existing tech stack. That way, there are no breaks. There are no breaks in the workflow. There are no there's no incompatible work streams, and everything works smoothly. So this is really important to think about those things beforehand before you even start doing anything. Let me give you a few pro tips before we actually we close to this conversation. It's important when we are thinking about choosing an online bookkeeping service to pay attention to certain things from the get-go. And obviously, it really matters whether you are a small business, whether you are a mid-sized business, whether you are a startup, or whether you are an established business. Okay, it's also about it's about the size of your business, but it's also a size of the kind of intellectual ability you have in-house, the kind of expertise you have in-house. What I'm trying to say here is, do you have some kind of bookkeeping staff, or you have none? Because you can say, you know what, I'm outsourcing the whole function. Like, I'm not really hiring a bookkeeper. I'm not hiring an accountant. I want to outsource everything. Or you can say, you know what, I'm going to do something hybrid. So I'll have a few bookkeepers in-house, and I'll just outsource some of the more complicated, the more convoluted tasks to an online bookkeeping service. Or I can say, you know what, I'm just basically having like a full house when it comes to bookkeeping. I'm hiring full-time bookkeepers, but let's say for specific transactions, for due diligence reporting, for year-end accounting, or you can say for tax reporting, I'm just going to reach out to an online bookkeeping service. So it really depends on the kind of configuration you want to have, and this will play an important role when it comes to you choosing your preferred online bookkeeping service. So you want to pay attention to things like pricing, pay attention to things like features, and expert analysis. I want to really dig a little deeper when it comes to features. And the thing is that what features do you really need? Do you want to have like a dedicated bookkeeper? Do you want to have a service that offers bank reconciliation? Do you want to have a service that does invoicing, payroll, bill pay, and financial statements? Let's have a conversation about that. And those are things you want to think about before actually reaching out to the online bookkeeping service. And in terms of expert analysis, do you want to have like a dedicated account manager? Do you want to have a dedicated financial expert who actually give you more advice when it comes to your bookkeeping service, but also advise you on important topics related to your company's bookkeeping, financial reporting, or accounting? So this is the kind of thoughts I want you to engage in from the get-go, so that you're not surprised in the end about the fact that you're getting something that is not really what you wanted in the first place. So think about those elements beforehand. And so when you approach an online bookkeeping service, by the way, it could be online, it could be offline, doesn't really matter. Okay, the online thing is just a lot easier because it's cheaper. Everything is cloud-based, but everything I'm telling you today, you can actually apply the same tips to an offline, like let's say a retail brick-and-mortar bookkeeping service. Okay, so ask those questions before. You want to ask those questions yourself and your staff. Answer them or at least attempt to answer them before reaching out to a third-party bookkeeping service. This is important. Before I actually close to this conversation, I want to really acquaint you with our accounting software, accounting service, bookkeeping service evaluation approach. We have a method on this show when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and listing bookkeeping services. Please check this out. Let's do a quick recap here. So number one, we have QuickBooks Live, 9.8 over 10. Number two, we have BotKeeper, 9.6 over 10. Number three, we have Ignite Spot Accounting, 9.2 over 10. Number four, we have 1-800-Accountant, 9 over 10. Number five, we have Zendu, 8.8 over 10. Number six, we have Bookkeeper 360, 8.5 over 10. Number seven, we have FinancePal, 8 over 10. Number eight, we have Bookkeeper.com, 7.8 over 10. Number nine, we have Decimal, 7.5 over 10. Number 10, last but not the least, we have Pilot, our score, 7 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.